doesn't matter what you want. I will succeed, whether you like it or not. I am unstoppable. When will you learn that? When will you learn that? When will you learn I am unstoppable? When will you learn that? When will you learn I am unstoppable? When will you learn that? When will you learn I am unstoppable? When will you learn that? When will you learn I am unstoppable? When will you learn
Again, Mr. Williams, I invite you to conversate with me directly. I don't do all this internet stuff. The problem is you're going after my family, you post my children, and then you mention my name. So you and I, we need to have a conversation. And yes, this is a forever problem.
It's me, Darius Crooks, also known as your local scammer.
You are, you gay, grown up in Chicago, you just end up being with a tribe of people. I don't know, it's really hard to explain. It might be different now, but when I was growing up, there were crews. We had people we hung with, right? Anyway, and I hung with people like, you remember Calvin, LaVelle, those are people that I used to hang with back in the day, and you see what happened now, especially with randomness of Vail. We ain't heard hide nor have him, have we? We ain't heard hide nor have him, have we? Come to think of it, let me not bring his name up, because let me tell you something. He probably, he ready to. Where's the expose? Where is the expose?
Show out, run your mouth, pop off at the mouth. I do something called an attack. When you do the attack, you got to make sure you're real rooted and grounded. Look that way. Make sure you're real rooted and grounded so they don't know what's about to go on. You just attack them. You just attack them, mother. What did I say? I said you better do what I said to do. Did they think you're crazy? If they think you're crazy, they'll just walk away slowly like that.
Yeah, I stole from the church. Then, okay, the first time I definitely remember stealing was I stole from this lady's purse, a teacher at school. I was on, did I give it back? I probably should go up there right now and give a donation. That's probably what I need to do. It was this teacher at school, and I used to go to, what school was this? It was Douglas. I guess I was in House B at Douglas. I was in House A. I forgot. But this would have been like 1990. Okay, let me see. Hold on. If I graduated 8th grade in 95, it would have been like 1993 or something. Girl, that's so long ago. I can't remember shit. 30 years ago. Okay, that's how long ago this shit was. 30 years. So, I thought nobody even seen me steal that money out of her purse. I took $20 out of her, and I would take the money. I used to go to I remember with that 20, I went to the corner store, and I got me some oatmeal cream pies, I got some vanilla ice cream, I got some of them toasted coconut donuts, I got me some tangy cheese chips. I was fed. I was still to eat, I was fed. We was poor, right? So I remember I stole from a lady purse, and I got caught. And
And I said, damn, how did they catch me? Ain't nobody even seen me go in her purse, but they found each other. I had to go to the principal's office every day. You know, call my mama. I got my ass toe clean up. So that was the first time. The second time I remember stealing was at the church. The third time, this when I said I better stop this. I think I came to my senses after this, after the third time. After the third time, I said, this is, you know, the third time I got caught. I said, no, I can't do this. It was like more like organized crime. I could have got a RICO charge. I could have had a RICO charge. Let me tell you what happened. I had this job, right? I told y'all this before. I had this job. I used to work at Frank's Nursery and Craft in North Riverside. Third? I know. Girl, I was a kid. You kids do dumb shit because they kids. I used to work at Frank's Nursery and Crab. It was in North Riverside, right? It was like, when you go into North Riverside, you gotta go past the Best Buy, and then on the right-hand side, before you go to the mall, there's the, it was Frank's Nursery and Crab, right? And I used to, I was on the cash register. This is what I used to do. So let's say you come and you pay you come to the register and you do your stuff, right? You be like, okay, I'm gonna cash out. You know, back then, the credit card, everything was separate. It wasn't the same. So what I used to do is if your bill was like $37.41, right? I would charge your credit card $41 and whatever the cent is, and then take the $10 out the grocery store. I mean, out the cash register. Out the grocery store, Lord Jesus. Out the cash register, right? So I would probably make about between like $80 and $100 doing that a day. Girl, today, I get somebody down to the accounting department, started doing a reconciliation. I thought you just started scamming. You a whole professional. I know, child. Somebody down to the accounting department started saying, wait a minute now, store number 672 look a little funny on the on the P&L. A day, child. I didn't do it like every day. It would be like, I'd probably do it like, if I ain't work, I was a kid. I wasn't working every day. I was only working like specific days. So I would only do it like, let's say if I work 3 days a week, I would do it like 2 days a week. I wouldn't do it the whole time. Yeah. But yeah, I did that. It's one of my fun. I'm not proud of it. Never say I was proud of it. Oh God, we thank God for deliverance. Oh girl, please. I ain't the only person. This, you know what? This is the thing. It don't come up no more. This is as far as it come up. I guess I didn't get the one with the extra long handle on it. It's fine. This one, I like the spin mop. You ain't got to touch it. I twisted the pole. This is as far as it go up. It only go to 48. What's 48? 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 4 feet. This 4 feet tall. This about 4 feet. This about 2 feet. This 2 more feet. This tallest it go to 48. That's it. It's not meant for me. It's meant for Maria. I love this mop. Girl, it don't the fuck go up. Extendable telescope. 22 to 36 inches or 36 to 48. Bitch, you got 2 choices. 22 to 36 or 36 to 48. That's it. It don't go no fucking higher than that. Okay? Now, do you want the flow clean or not? What the fuck do the size of the mop got to do? Girl, twist. I have twisted. Girl, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'll talk to y'all later. Breon. She crazy as hell, but so are you. The helper came in with a bathrobe. A bathrobe and a suitcase. A roll-on suitcase. Bitch, if you're not showing down there with Darius Crooks with a bathrobe and a roll-on suitcase, what are you doing? Okay? Do not ask me why she came in there with that bathrobe on. She was fully dressed, but don't ask me. I don't know. And she had that suitcase. She fit right at home. Anytime you show up, and that's my first time ever meeting you, and you that comfortable, it's you at home. She ain't going nowhere. All right? Nowhere.
I'm spirited about this Darius thing. You can't be up in here playing games with my Darius. I will fight you, okay? I'm not even a fighting person. I don't fight people. But I promise you, boy, what year is this? Back in the top of, what was it, 2014? It was the end of 2014 or the beginning of 2015 when Darius was given to me. And baby, we went through it over on Periscope. And that baby let everything be known. You know, he was opening up. And, you know, you learn his story. And you be like, you know what? Not on my watch, okay? Nobody else is going to come in here and nobody's gonna come in here and mess with my Darius.
Why am I not in jail? Where's the record? Where's the okay? Y'all believe anything, child. Okay. Then that's what happened. I saw women.
So much, you must wake up and just make up stuff. Cause I just do not understand why every time you talk, you tell a quick lie. You and your lies gotta go, because I'm tired of talking to Pinocchio. Then you had a nerve to look folks in the eyes, knowing that you telling them lies. You been telling them lies. I asked you about this, yeah, you lied about it. I asked you about that, yeah, you lied about it. Get them lies together, they all over the place. I bet if Jesus came back, you a lie to his face. Damn, P-O-G-O. I guess you wanna see how far your nose can grow. I said, P-No-G-O. I guess you wanna see how far your nose can grow. Now, let's go. Start telling all them lies, but what? Let's go. Cause I don't believe that you say at this point. Cause all you do is lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie.
What's going on? Beautiful people and the fellowship. Happy New Year to those of you on the East Coast and the Eastern time zone, and the rest of us, we got a little while. Please let me know that you can hear me in the chat by typing either Happy New Year and Relaxville, and Happy New Year in the chat, and you can add that Relaxville throughout this show, because I just decided I worked earlier today. It was a half day, but it was quite a strenuous work day mentally, and so I needed a nap after work and had zero intention of doing anything this evening. And I woke up and I was like, I need to go hang out with my people. And I was just gonna go on Patreon like I normally do, because I could just pop up. I ain't gotta do no show. I ain't gotta have no script. I ain't gotta have nothing all together. And I said, you know what? I haven't been that great to the public side, my YouTube side, and let's all party together. So that means really this is very loose. I ain't really got nothing quite organized, and it's giving me anxiety because I don't like to come on this side and not have a show together. But I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to treat this like I would treat Patreon. And then I'm only going to be on here a short while, about an hour. Y'all know I say that, so that means about 2, maybe 3. Nah, we're going to be on here a short while, and then we're going to go over to Patreon, where I can then let loose, and we'll talk about everything under the sun. Where are we at? Okay, so thank you to the 94% of you who've said that you've liked and shared this video. And to those of you who have not as of yet, please take the time to do it as soon as you can. It is free to you, but it is invaluable to me and the growth of my platforms. So it is greatly appreciated in advance. So the plan is literally, I was laying in bed like, what, hour and a half, 2 hours ago? And I was trying to figure out what to do. I did not want to do another Darius Crooks show. I had a whole conversation, multiple days of conversation with our Patreon executive people about how I wanted to do another topic or two, then keep going with the Darius Crooks stuff because it's so much and it inundates my content because I don't have a lot of time to do content right now. And so when I have the time, it's so much to catch up on with her that I just do this and then, I don't have time to do the other stuff. Anyway, so because this show is easier to do, this is what we're doing. So what we're going to talk about this evening is, for the new year, is the most recent drama with Darius Crooks, which is his unpaid real estate taxes on his house in Houston that is paid in full. Can't wait to show y'all this. And I should say again, this ain't the first time. Ain't the first time. And because I have to sometimes give disclaimers or clarity for some people. This to me is not necessarily newsworthy, but when you watch reality TV, etc., they report these sort of things on those people who are on those shows. Darius Crooks has his own reality show that happens on the social media platforms, the Facebooks, the Instagram. So Crooks is a influencer reality person who also lives a fake life like many of them. Like Wendy Osefo and her husband. It's very disappointing from the Housewives of Potomac. What they got going on. Hope they get off of it, get off the hook with it. But, fake flossing and all that good stuff. And so Darius Crooks is no stranger to this. We know, for those of us who followed this, these shenanigans for any length of time, we know that Darius Crooks has claimed to be a millionaire first. And now I think he says he's a multimillionaire. Last he showed on social media when he was bragging about how rich he is, he said he had about $1.2 million. Kind of funny because 3 years ago he was saying the same amount. So it sounds like you ain't doing too well. If you ain't 3 years and you always claim that everything you do sells out and all that, but for some reason your wealth doesn't increase. Because you're lying. We know this, but hold on. I'm trying to do this poll questions. It's too long, so now I got to reread it, and I can't talk and read and edit it. Here we go. I'll take that part out. That hopefully will help. If it's a typo, ignore it because I'm trying to just put the poll question out. So the poll question I just put out is, have you heard the latest drama about Darius Crooks being behind in his property taxes? So we're going to cover that. That's going to be the first topic. Then he recently had the last show we did. I gave a little teaser that I had planned on talking about his new relationship with Gamer Boy was the name he was coined by the D-Hags. And they were taking JCPenney holiday pictures together. Oh, I hadn't pulled that in here, but I'll pull that in for this show. That's another thing. Our pacing is going to be a little slower because I'm going to... Oh, no. Here it is right here. I just didn't do it as an overlay. So Darius Crooks and Gamer Boy took this picture here. What's it? Right here. Also this one. And this one. Anyway. So we're going to give the update on where are they now. And then because Darius Crooks is always harassing people, actually there's a couple people that he's been harassing, kind of his normal crew of people. He has the what's her name? Chef Carmen's, the Nandys, the Darnell, who he calls Ghost Boy, Jeremy, and then whoever else I'm forgetting in this moment. He just recycles that drama, talking about them, bringing them up, posting some on Instagram about what they got going on in their life, but then want everybody else to stay out of his business. She's so ridiculous. But anyway, so we're going to give a quick update on Jeremy, because although I just kind of was like, whatever with it, I guess it went viral to some level. So I ran into, well, I didn't really run into it on our Telegram, which feel free to join Telegram. We have Telegram, and it is at VilBVIP. And there we have multiple, for one, it's the way I communicate. I send out notifications, general updates, those sort of things. But we also have different groups under this platform and for different topics. So one of the groups is the Darius Crooks Chronicles group, I think is the name of it. Is it? Yeah, Darius Crooks Chronicle group. And so they kind of keep me up to date with what's happening when I don't have time to really scour social media. So anyway, in the group, I saw someone posted a video that I think a TikToker did about Jeremy and his engagement. So I'm going to just play that tonight. And whatever else. So I think I'm going to just do some, because I do have shows I'm putting together or was working on with the plan for them to come out really this week. And then life took over as usual, work life. But so I think I'm gonna click on these folders that I've been working on, and then I'll just show y'all random-ish and talk. But let's start here with Darius Crooks' current situation with his unpaid property taxes. And let me pull this in first. I didn't pull, I'm trying to read all the way up there on that top screen with this little font. Let's see. Go to today's show. At least I put a couple files in here. Then we're gonna pull these things in. I think I can drag more than one image, hopefully. Oh, and then I got to pull that video in. Okay, and then this. Okay. So this was on my radar to do the whole tax thing. I think I'm going to just start over here, maybe just popping on and talk. Y'all let me know. I guess I'm going to do a poll on that. First, I'm going to close out this one. How have you heard the latest drama about Darius Crooks being behind on his property taxes? 40% of you yes, 60% of you no. Again, this wouldn't necessarily be a big deal in, an average person's life or somebody who just mind their goddamn business. The reason it's an issue with Crooks, again, is because he lies about being a multimillionaire, gaslights, downs other people for not being as rich as he is, when he wants to insult people, just regular followers. I ain't necessarily talking about other content creators who cover him. But he'll be like, that's my, meet me at the bank. I bet you can't, I bet I could buy you, like all kind of foolishness. So that is why a person like this, you just want to shine light on darkness. That's all. Would you mind? I don't know. I'm trying. Bear with me, y'all. Okay, poll question. And I don't know if I did type. I need to proofread. Would you be okay with me having informal shows when hot topics come up? So basically what I'm asking is, how I put a whole show together, and that's what would be delaying me. Would you be okay instead if I just came on and started talking, giving my thoughts, even when I don't yet have a show prepared, and then I can later come back with a show, and that's any hot topic. Honestly, it could be something trending. It could be something related to Darius Crooks, because she always got something going on. But other topics, like I still got we got a Sweetie Pie show coming up. I'm almost done with that one. Where Are They Now? Sweetie Pie show. I spent all last weekend, not all last, but some time over the holiday weekend pulling that show together, and all of that. But Miss Robbie has a new single out. That single's been out about 4-5 weeks. I knew the day it came out. I was trying to wait until I had time to put a show together. I really could have got on the day I found out. But would y'all just be okay with me treating it like I treat Patreon? I just get on. I might have an image or two to show, but I don't necessarily take the time to put a whole show together. So I'm just interested because, I think I'm putting more pressure on myself for content over here than I have to, or which, the level of content y'all expect. Okay, so that's out there. So let's move to, so Darius Crooks' latest real estate taxes drama came out. It was posted in the groups, the Facebook groups, Twitter, all of that. And Darnell did a show on it. Maybe that was yesterday. I can't remember. So I think it was Darnell's show that made Crooks be like, oh shit, now I gotta respond. So Darius Crooks responds. And when I say his overdue taxes, is this it here? Yeah. Oh, I should have pulled up the large for me to see. So this is his it's public record. Someone pulled it up, not me. Like, there you are on his. I ain't do it. I just went on Facebook and screenshot it. Thank you for your hard work. Who posted this? Oh, yeah, I don't like to share the names of the people in the group just in case they don't want their name shared. But thank you to the person who posted this. So this is Darius Crooks, 2025 property tax statement. You see his name here. I did redact his address. It is there. I didn't redact putting it in the thumbnail picture y'all see. The house in the background, that's his house. That's the townhome community living. So I did do that. But not the actual address. I redacted that. So you see that's in black because I did that. Now, I could put it out, and I would if I needed to, because she be doing shenanigans. They've doxed me before. Do it again, I got more. But anyway, so it shows here that Darius Crooks' taxes, current taxes were $7,919.98, and that was for the 2025 tax year. But he also has overdue taxes from 2024. I'm a little confused because, and I haven't had time to dig, but again, this is not the first time we've seen this. He had delinquent taxes before. I thought it was last year, but I guess it was the year before. Same thing. It was on Twitter. It was in the groups, and then he paid it because eyes were on it. Well, he paid it. I thought he paid it. I thought I remember them saying he paid it. But again, he didn't pay 2024 clearly here, or all of it. So now he has a total of $406.56 in delinquent taxes due to the state of Houston. Now here's the rub. It's so delinquent that the state is now suing him. It's about to get serious. Like they're gonna, put a lien, and they'll eventually take the property if he don't pay. So this was Darius Crooks. This video response here was Darius Crooks, I think yesterday maybe, responding to this. And his excuse is very interesting. Very interesting.
Taxes were delinquent. You know where I've been?
Oh, sorry. I missed
Bali.
I didn't cue that right.
Bitch, I didn't even know the fucking property taxes was delinquent. I didn't know the property taxes were even delinquent. You know why? I don't have a fucking mortgage. My property taxes are not combined into a mortgage payment. I didn't even know the property taxes were delinquent. You know where I've been? In fucking Bali. That's why I didn't know the fucking property taxes were even delinquent. But guess what's been paid as of this morning? The property taxes. All $11,000 of my property taxes are paid. Did we have any other questions about what's paid and what's not paid for me? Did we have any other questions about what's paid? I had no idea.
Huh? What? His excuse for why his property taxes were not paid and delinquent for going on 2 years now, going to year 2, is because he didn't know. You don't know you own a property and property taxes are due yearly, really quarterly, but at least yearly you want to get it paid and pay the late fees. You don't know that? And then because you don't have a mortgage, again, this is where the bragging comes in, because it's supposed to be a slight to those of y'all who have mortgages. I happen to be in a similar situation to Crooks, where all my properties aren't mortgaged. They're paid for, some of them. So I too understand that when you just pay property taxes, but I know they got to be paid. It ain't something that just don't be on my mind at all. They talk about it on the news. Okay, I'm gonna just talk about what they do here in Illinois. When tax time comes, property tax time comes, it is a thing. They start talking about it on the local news. The bills are on their way, or they late, or expect a hike. Blah blah blah. Here's how you appeal. They have little special segments. I guess, my friends talk about it because everybody complain about, did yours go up? Blah, blah, blah. There's no way for me to not know. Well, on top of that, and then you get you get it in the mail, but you also know they got to be due, so you can also search online. If strangers could search online and see that your tax bill is due, Crooks, and you live there and you ain't interested in knowing, huh? And I don't check my mail. Who checks their mail? You just admitted that you got more shit out there. You got more delinquent stuff if you don't check your mail. Mail is not always, clearly he only has stuff on autopay. Anyway. There's random stuff that come up that we get in the mail that be like, oh, they invoiced me for this doctor's appointment, or I don't know, random stuff. I get a bill from some home warranty something. So you gotta check your mail. At least look at who it's from. Even if you don't open it, be like, oh, wait, who is this? But she's saying, for one, it's stupid. I don't check my mail. And then she got the little flying monkey. Yeah, I don't check my mail either. So your credit jacked up too. That's what you're telling us. So that's his excuse. But again, the other read was he's supposed to make you be beneath him, because if y'all have mortgages and you got escrow in your real estate taxes, and that also makes me wonder about his insurance. Can we check on the house insurance? Does he have house insurance? And I think Karma's a bitch is the one who posted this receipt about the tax lien, and I know Karma doesn't mind me saying their name. Okay, so so Crooks is it's now. I didn't even know. I didn't even know I had bills. I knew I paid it. Is that it? Well, girl, it's not it, because according to Harris County in Houston, which is the county that his property's in, I have another receipt here. Let me just redact it. I didn't remember to redact it. I'm just noticing the address is appearing here. And again, I don't want to put the address out. I don't. It's already out there. Go on Facebook if you want to see it. But I'm not going to do it in this case today. We'll do some foolishness. That's out the window. Okay, what we got here? Let me make sure. I think that's it. Well, that might be a PIN number. Let me take that out. He probably don't even know what a property PIN number is. Let him tell it. I don't know what a property PIN number is. My house paid for it, girl. You still got to know what your property PIN number is. her house is paid for, so that means there's no more responsibilities regarding the house. I was also communicating with somebody regarding this in the DMs, who was they were bringing it to my attention. I knew about it, but they were updating me on some stuff. And so I ended up saying, if he not taking care of his property taxes, and it's constant, it ain't one-offs, this is constant, it makes me wonder if he's also delinquent in his homeowner association dues. And I say that for one, because clearly she's not good at paying her bill. But she's never been. I told y'all that. This ain't new to me. It's new to y'all. I told y'all that from me knowing her from back in the day. And the what was it? Was it 2 or 3 bankruptcies? I think it was 2 while I knew him. And I think when I found out about this whole influencer thingamajig, by then I think he was up to 3, or yes, 2 or 3. She not good with her finances. Okay, so Crooks is saying, and I just paid it because I'm so rich. I just paid it. I ain't got no mortgage company that's gonna escrow it and pay it for me. You probably was gonna be late on the mortgage too. Clearly, I don't check my mail. The mortgage company they need to come here and get the money if they want to get paid. She's so silly. So according to the receipt, when somebody went and checked behind the payment that was just made, that Crooks was just bragging about, like, I just paid it. Well, clearly Crooks didn't pay it in full. This is the redacted version. Yes. Clearly Crooks did not pay it in full because he still has $3,384.01 due. This is real time people checking behind what Crooks said. The question is, if you are a multimillionaire and you got the money and you're successful, for one, you shouldn't be late. This shouldn't even have this. I let it slide that first time. I don't even know if maybe I think I mentioned it in passing. I ain't make no show about her overdue taxes or nothing like that. And I let it slide because I'm like, she got her hand in a lot of scams. It's a lot for her to juggle all these scams. The Scampire is a lot to run. But I thought that by now she would use it as a life lesson to say, I got to make sure I'm getting that taken care of. What I also question is, for somebody to be a multimillionaire, how are you running, allegedly, a multi-million-dollar business with a restaurant you claim is doing so well internationally? We know that's a lie, but I'm telling you what she claimed. Restaurant that's doing so well internationally, this cookware line situation, crockpot dildos and cookbooks. What else is it? The social media thing in general. Oh, and now the R&B day parties, and now the dining with Darius Crooks is back. And you got all this going on. And you ain't got not an assistant, like a personal assistant, or a business manager. Who takes care of the bills? Who's on what invoices are due when? Making sure insurance is paid. Who's making sure the vendors are paid? These are the things that when you got good sense, flying monkeys, you be like, yes, I'm right. This ain't what she saying it is. Because a legitimate business person, let's say, okay, because we got to look at people who have similar influencer careers, because it's a little different than the average situation. Let's go with the people he hates on the most, because he's hateful of their success. And we clearly see the difference, the contrast of how it should be done and done right, and how Crooks does it. 2 examples off the top of my head. Many of you know both. Kev on Stage. He has a studio, podcast. He has an actor. I think he has a television show. He's just wrote a book. I don't know if it's on New York Times bestseller list or not, but it was being promoted on the major national shows, the Good Morning Americas or whatever. I actually got a clip of, I don't know where it said though. I got a clip of that. So we see he has a team. This is where I'm going. He has a team that we can point out that we know are taking care of those certain things. Then you have Tabitha Brown. We know that he's hated on Tabitha Brown. She did it all the wrong way. That's what she get. Target in trouble. Now everybody boycotting Target. She gonna be broke. He all happy. She was stupid for doing that in the first place. Well, now Tabitha has pivoted. She now has where she's building her warehouse and this and that. Her and her husband have a perfume line and all her other ventures. She's an actress, Emmy Award winning. I don't know if that was for her being the show itself or for her the actress on the show. She had her kid, the kids show, New York Times bestseller multiple times. She has all of this success on a national public. She's a celebrity. So the fact that she went the Target route, although she needed to pivot, still was better than how she did it the Crooks way, which was scamming by the bootstraps, pre-orders in the beginning, getting the people money in, and then that's how you get the actual cookbooks and stuff published and all that. But then you really don't have help because you can't afford the staff. So then you hire in day laborers, but then some of the stuff going out, but some of it ain't. And that's how Darius Crooks got that reputation in part. Part of the bulk of the reputation of being a scammer that you guys know about from the not delivering the products and where's your order number? All of that stemmed from Crooks not being able to do it the way Tabitha did it with the backing of a multi-million-dollar corporation, nationwide corporation behind her that helped her build a brand for her to take money that Crooks didn't have to be able to be leaps and bounds beyond where Crooks is when it comes to the direct to consumer. But anyway, that alone, the fact that he acts like he's able to do this as a one-man shop should be a sign that he's a scammer. This is what scammers do. But some people don't understand business. You cannot run a multi-million-dollar businesses by yourself and them function. That's impossible. Now we got ChatGPT, we got AI and all that. So if we getting there, it ain't far-fetched in the future. But today, still, no. Poll question, we're closing out. Would it be okay for me having informant shows when hot topics come up? 2% of y'all like, nope. We'll wait, 2, 3, 4 weeks or months for you to finally have time to put a real show together, and then we'll watch. Other than that, don't get on here without a bunch of videos and clips and pictures. And 2% of y'all was outvoted by far, so you got to get over it or wait till I produce those shows. But anyway, so that's where we are with that. Again, that's a quick overview and summary. Darius Crooks claims that he just didn't know he had a property tax bill because he don't check mail. And that ain't his fault. He's stupid. And y'all stupid for thinking he should check mail. And then the Flying Monkeys was backing that up. And he claimed he did pay it, but he actually just paid a portion of it. But he's supposed to be a multimillionaire, so you think, $19,000, almost $20K for the place you live in. You need this roof over your head because you got excommunicated from Bali by Tommy. You're not even allowed in your own. No, I'm making that up. I mean, it might be true. He might not be allowed in hip hop soul. I don't know. Does anyone know if Crooks is talking about going back, making it up? Oh, here's the other thing that was pointed out. I think I did talk about this briefly before. So one of the other things that people have talked about, Crooks was bragging that he purchased this townhome in a gated community. And it's literally it's like one street and a row of those townhomes, one on each side, and It's a gate across the parking lot or the driveway. And I mean, they got a wooden fence in the back. I mean, I guess. So that's his gated community. It's not a gated subdivision. It's a gated alley. These do look like they in the alley, though. That looks like an alley to me. But anyway, but what people have also talked about in the past, but also recently, is that he brags about being so rich. And this is the neighborhood that he lives in. So how rich are you really when you live in tract homes in a one street alley with a gate? And then outside of this is literally his neighbors. And there's more, but I ain't had time to pull all that together. But this is your neighbors. Now, some can argue, because I know some people be like, see, you don't understand real estate. You know what it is you want to get something okay in an up-and-coming neighborhood. That's how you get rich. Well, that's how people who ain't really got a lot of money, like they kind of middle class. I ain't even say upper middle class. This might be our way of doing it. But somebody who's supposed to be upper, near the 1%, let him tell it that you don't do that. You might buy this and rent it out or Airbnb, actually buy a few of them. But you ain't finna live there when these your neighbors if you so rich. See, these are the things that I'm challenging people to consider when it comes to when somebody's really wealthy or when they're pretending to be wealthy. Because there's a difference in how you behave. Real wealth is quiet. Some of y'all know this, some of y'all don't. Most of you, well, I guess I'm talking to the hags. Y'all don't know. Y'all think wealth, if you brag about it, then you rich. You showing your gym shoe room, you rich. No, girl, that's broke people behavior. It's broke people behavior. That's the behavior of people who stole from churches and purses and Frank's Nursery and Crafts when they was kids, teenagers. That's that kind of behavior. Anyway, the fake break. Well, I ain't gonna say this was a fake break. Oh, do I have a video? Oh, wait, I might. Let's see. Because I was pulling the show together, but I don't know if I started on that. Let's see what I have here. That's all I got for that for now. Again, I ain't get a chance to prepare a show, so don't bother me about details right now. Let's see. Who was this one? Let's see. Okay, this Tommy scamming him, getting his money, now operating in the Bali hip hop community center. Okay, so we don't need that one. Which there was another one. Oh, here we go. I'll show y'all that. Okay, so I'm gonna do a deep dive that's more of a an overview of what happened in this process when it comes to Darius Crooks and his gamer boy. Guess I can share this now. I did work on. See, I be working, y'all. It's just, again, I gotta have the time. Is it? Happy New Year for those of us in the Central Time Zone. Those of you in Pacific, y'all got 2 more hours. But Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. Here we go. So to let you know that I was actually working on this show, I even went as far as to do the thumbnail. So Darius Crooks, gift to us during last week's holiday weekend is him and the gamer boy boyfriend of all of, what was they together, y'all? 2 months, 3 months, maybe 4. Darius Crooks rushing for them to become boyfriends. He's all on his IG lives every night before the edibles kick in, talking about every little move they make. He's showing on Instagram. We'll show, do this later. Showing on Instagram, the guys text messages to him. Oh, we look at him. He just sent me this. We planning dinner next for Thursday. Oh, now he telling me just be ready on this day and we gonna do this or that. Doing all that, and I'm like, if you was really, for me it was a red flag. For one, I know Crooks, but for me it was also a red flag, even if I didn't know him. The fact that he was using his very new relationship, dating situation, really, because it started with the dating, as content. If I'm serious about my relationship how old is Crooks now? What is Crooks, y'all? 40? I don't know. 40 something? 43? I don't know. 46. 46 maybe. As a 46-year-old, are you really gonna put your very new relationship on social media as kind of like sharing text messages, pictures of y'all driving on errands, and you got to have a picture of y'all hands on each other's laps, and it was too much. So he pops on. Let me see if I have. It's not in my computer, so I didn't upload it. He comes on. See, I may or may not have even pulled the clip. I may not have. Let me see. I'm gonna just check. He goes on over the weekend or last week, crying. Guess it was what, Christmas Eve or something. Boo-hooing, talking about he going through it because he had to break up with Gamer Boy. And he had to break up with, the guy was amazing. I'm telling you what he said. The guy was amazing. He's perfect. He will never find anyone as perfect as Gamer Boy. But the problem, he's like, I'm not going to disparage him, and I'm not going to be telling his business because he's an amazing guy. But he continued to talk, of course, because that's what Crooks does. He says, but, yeah, I got it. I do have it. Now, my question is, because when I do these things, sometimes I have to edit them later because stuff be popping up on my screen. He then goes on. He starts out with, I respect the guy too much. I'm not going to put his business out there, And then the D-hacks, they kept pushing. And so Crooks, then he, kept talking. So he's saying a little bit more each time. Then say a little bit more. And I was like, this girl, she got by the end, she gonna be he did this and he ain't had this and all that. So Crooks started. Yeah, we got it right here. Crooks then eventually goes into the details. Okay, this is a 4-minute clip. We'll do this. Again, this is me not fully producing the show, so I'm hoping this clip, I think this is the right clip. My question would be, like, I haven't cut it down and all that, so I don't know. We'll see. Is that, why is that? Is that in the, hold on, I'm trying to find a clip. I see it here. What date was that? So this might have happened on Christmas Day, because the clip, when I recorded, it was the day after Christmas. But ain't no telling. Here we go. Yep.
I would have not saying anything to demean him not saying anything to demean him.
That's why I be editing stuff, like all these starting over. That was part of what I needed to fix. So in this video, this is Crooks sharing officially for the first time with the Hags on his IG Lives. Is that IG Lives? I think it is. No, that might be Facebook. I don't know. I think it's Facebook. But he's sharing for the first time that he and Gamer Boy are no more.
In any
fake tears and all. Who gets on with the fake tears? And what I also thought about right before we went live, well, I've thought about it a couple times. I feel like he gave more emotion, fake emotion to this breakup than he did when he officially broke up with Jerome. And he was with Jerome, I think, a year, 9 months to a year. And they even had moved in together. And then within a week, they were broke up. But he gave more emotion, fake emotion to this. The only time he fake cried with Jerome, the Jerome situation, was when he did the fake PSA, lying, talking about why I allegedly was harassing Jerome. Yeah, harassing Jerome, and I had never met him. Like, just a total lie. And he did a fake PSA in hopes that people would harass me. And then he had to fake tears like this thing. But when they actually broke up for real, no tears, no emotion. He talked about the him moving on as more of a matter of fact. He did a whole YouTube video on it. Do y'all remember that? I'm gonna put a poll question, see if y'all remember that.
Fucking way. I respect him to the highest regard. But I'm not running, baby. I'm not running. In full transparency, we're not sexually compatible. In full transparency, we are not sexually compatible. In full transparency, it has been a challenge, and it is just not one that, it's a non-negotiable. It's not one that we could overcome. Nobody is going to sit in anything and you're not sexually pleased at all. At all. At all. You trust me. Trust me. I have, baby, when I tell you I have done everything. Everything. It ain't there.
Would you, if you were in a relationship, dating, and part of my thought, one of my first thoughts about this, because I'm like, you're a silly girl. You're just so silly. This is why you date and don't commit to people too quick. The dating process, going on dates, hanging out, doing all that stuff, is so you can find out these things about compatibility before you commit. You don't commit and then be like, yeah, the foundational thing about sex is just horrible. I ain't never like it. It just doesn't work. It can never work. Again, that's why you date. This is why you don't take holiday pictures with somebody you just started dating and then post them all on social media. It's asinine. So you look stupid. You sound stupid. And he's discussing it. I want to respect him. He's amazing. I won't say nothing bad about him. His sex was trash. Nobody would ever want to have sex with him. It was disgusting. Ain't nothing we could do about it. It was never good. I never enjoyed it. I actually started hating him for it. I would never say nothing bad about him. He's amazing. What, girl? What? You just trashed this man. I thought about this the other day too when I saw this for the first time. Or, as I kind of pondered on it. I don't know how it is for women, but I do know as a man, and knowing of many other men, both straight and gay, that our sexual performance, our abilities, or lack thereof in somebody's case, not mine, but others, it weighs heavy. It's a part of our identity. Many men, just because you didn't know. That's why you gotta be careful. Some of y'all be a little too slick mouth about certain things. Because you're talking about my person. You're talking about a part of who I am. So you can't say as a man, when you should know better, oh, I would never disrespect him. He's a male. I never say nothing bad about him. But you know, y'all, his sex is trash. It was disgusting. It made me start hating him. I never enjoyed it because it's so horrible that I can't even overlook it. There is nothing anybody could do to get beyond this. You're dragging the man. You're disparaging people. You're telling anyone who may have been interested in him that his sex is trash. Now, the other side of this, for those of you who don't understand the nuances of the homosexuals, as in Crooks, there's quite a bit that goes into compatibility when it comes to the homosexuals. When it comes to you heteros, I've been drinking too much already. When it comes to you heteros, you know, y'all got to worry about are they sane? Well, for one, am I attracted to them? Are they sane? Sometimes y'all don't care. You're attracted to them. They ain't sane, but you like, hey, I'm still going to give it a go. But are they sane? Am I attracted to them? You know, what's their financial situation? What's the family life like? You know, what are their goals, aspiration, They, you know, are they progressive? Are they abusive? What do? They have anger problems? So you got to go through all this. We all know. We grown over here. As the homosexuals, we have to do the same thing, but there's another added piece. Compatibility. What's happening here? And people have their preferences and abilities and all of that. So you may have, because Crooks said this guy's amazing. I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to the Gamer Boy saga, the content created around that, because that's what I knew it was. I knew I was going to talk about it eventually. I was like, when I get in the mood to talk about it, then I'll catch up on stuff and figure it all out. So I don't know like where he worked and all of that, but supposedly he was doing okay. And it was at least up to Crooks standards. I think the guy could afford to travel or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the other thing is, are they compatible with who does what? Who's the catcher and who's the receiver? What is it, the pitcher and the catcher? Who's the pitcher and who's the catcher? And we know, some of y'all who've been around a long time, because I've shared this, but Crooks has shared it himself on the social media platforms and on the dating apps where he's got his butt tooted up and putting in the dating apps captions that raw is law. That means he does not like protection. We know that Darius Crooks is, and I'm not shaming, but he's a bottom. That means he's a receiver. Darius Crooks again. There you go. Who's that? Messenger 1906. 1906 said top or bottom. It's important. And then you got verse. There's a middle ground. But Crooks is a bottom. Based on the little bit that I did notice when it came to Gamer Boy, I already knew from some of the hands on the thigh when they driving, other couple of pictures I saw, because there's other stuff other than these here. I said the guys is giving me a little femininity. Who is that? Eric Benet? I was about to try to sing, but I'm drinking alcohol, so it's gonna throw my tone off. But femininity, as Eric Benet said. This. That's effeminate. That's what the lady do. Hugging up on the man like that. Then, look like here, you know, Crooks. I don't know what Crooks trying to catch. Oh no, she got a gift in her hand. But the performative nature of this, you know, that's a whole nother topic. We're gonna leave that alone for this. But we can tell here, even with the huge emoji over Gamer Boy's face, or Gamer Girl, whatever you want to say. That's what the arms are showing you. Ain't no masculine man doing that. So, what that tells me is that, y'all remember the movie When Harry Met Sally? When bottom met bottom. So, there was a problem from day one. Now, Crooks, I don't know if he was too busy trying to make the relationship content, because her well is drying up, as we see from these delinquent taxes. Her well is drying, so she's trying to, create whatever kind of content she can. We don't know if maybe that got by her, or I don't know. I don't know what her logic was. But clearly, at some point, Crooks woke up. It's if Gamer Boy, maybe, here it is. Maybe Crooks thought, I understand Gamer Boy, Gamer Girl is a bottom, and I am, as in Crooks, a bottom. But maybe I can get Gamer Boy, Girl to switch roles. So then Crooks would be content. And so there are, again, it gets very nuanced with homosexuals. Sometimes that happens. People are so into each other that there's some compromise made in that area to make it work. And maybe Crooks thought that he would be able to get Gamer Boy to be able to switch roles to make it work, because Crooks does not have that ability or desire, because she has said that she's a Raw's Law bottom, power bottom. But also, Crooks has no ability to switch roles, even if he wanted to, which he doesn't. He likes being a pillow princess laying on his back. So I take it that at a point within this 2 to 3 month, whirlwind situation, yes, 3 inches of sadness. For those of you who didn't catch it, it is true. I never lied. Never lied. I think at a point, Crooks realized, because Gamer Boy could have the equipment, but not the ability. Maybe they even tried. Because there are some bottoms who, flip every once in a while. They'll try, but they may have the equipment, but they just ain't good at it, or they're not into it, or they can't. They can't, because it's not their thing. So I'm taking it that the real issue was 3 inches of sadness met an unconvertible bottom. And we ended up with the rest of it. I'm going to let her finish.
It ain't there. It ain't there.
It ain't there. It's only 3 inches. It ain't there.
I'm telling you, this is nothing to do with running. This is nothing to do with any of this. You didn't know this before Christmas picks. That's a very great question, and I'm glad you asked me this question. My best friend also asked me the exact same question, and actually 2 of my friends asked me the exact same question, and what I told them was,
actually, the world asked you the same question. You see, because we all saw this coming.
I want you to think about this like me, a Capricorn. Don't think about this like you would think about it.
Also, to the Capricorns, when the hell y'all gonna get him out? Because, he make y'all sound horrible. Horrible. All of his bad and toxic traits, he blames on being a Capricorn. And I know Capricorns. And, y'all can be a little bit, but I like the Capricorns in my world. At a point when Crooks was in my world, he was a fine, okay Capricorn. He wasn't toxic like this. He actually was. Again, I told you I found some stuff out later, but at least to me. But yeah, he's always blaming this stuff on being a Capricorn. It's like, girl, this ain't got nothing to do with being a Capricorn. you just stupid and make dumb decisions. And as you are the drama.
Because I don't think the same way you think, and you don't think the same way I think. Everybody that's close to me knows I am super delayed in processing. I don't know why. I don't know how. Something can happen on Monday, and it's not until Friday I'll say, what you just say to me? And it happened on Monday, right? When I'm caught up and I get there, I'm there. I just got caught up, and I just got there mentally. And again, this is the last thing I would have ever wanted to do. But I just can't sit in something and I'm not 100% happy. I can't sit in something and fake it. At some point, I got to be true to myself. And in my mind, let me tell you what happens in my mind. In my mind, it had gotten to a point where I don't think I physically did it. I don't think I did, but in my mind, there started to be resentful thoughts in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you how he feels. I'm not going to tell you how he thinks. This is about me. This is not about the other person. I'm just telling y'all because I brought this to y'all initially. This was, what was happening, this, that, and the third. You see what I'm saying? But again, like I said, I just don't. And here's the other thing too. It's not something that, in my personal opinion, can be taught or coached. Either you have it or you don't, in some regard. And I just don't feel like where we are in that department, we got it. We got it. Because we don't have it. At all. We don't have it. At all. Okay?
Again, keep in mind, Crooks started this off saying the gamer boy is amazing. He don't think he'll ever meet anybody as great as it was or is. And then he gets to say, we ain't never have it. Why are you disparaging this? He could have never shared the guy in the first place. Let's start there. If you really cared about the guy, you really want a real relationship, so you claim for content, you shouldn't be bringing no man on these platforms. And I thought you had wised up from the Jerome situation, but clearly, girl, you never learned your lessons. I thought in the beginning when he was, not showing him that, that would last, maybe this time because of the Jerome thing. Even if they had lasted as long as him and Jerome, like I said, 9 months to a year, whatever that was, that boy was going to be on camera eventually. People did figure out who he is. If you are interested, I won't show it over here because it's not his fault necessarily that he ended up connecting himself to the spawn of Satan. But it is on the... okay. Y'all hear this from people texting me. But anyway, the guy, Gamer Boy's picture, people figured out who he is. It is on in the exposed group on Facebook and on Twitter under the hashtag Darius Crooks. So if you are interested. But yeah. Oh, let's continue with this. I forgot she stuck. Oh, no, this almost over. It's over anyway. What was he? That was it.
Do not have it. You see what I'm saying? But again, like I said, I just don't. And here's the other thing too. It's not something that, in my personal opinion, can be taught or coached. Either you have it or you don't in some regard. And I just don't feel like where we are in that department, we got it. We got it. Because we don't have it. At all. We don't have it. At all. Okay? We do not have it. At all. You understand?
And he has to repeat it multiple times. How do I get this back? Okay. He has to repeat it multiple times because he cares about the guy so much. I have dated people and it didn't work out. I've actually had similar situations. I've had it where I'm like, "Ooh, you be doing a lot." I can't share you with all the people in your fantasies. that ain't my judge. No judgment. That's you. And I think you're a great person, all of that, but that part don't work for me, and I want to share, and I ain't doing all that. But I didn't need to get online and then start sharing all the details of why it didn't work that person, because I actually do respect and still communicate. One of the text messages just came through. Respect and care about them, and they become cool, like an associate. But that's when you care about somebody. That's when you actually aren't, a toxic human being. No one needed to know about the breakup, as Hey Miss Kim is saying, but we also didn't need to know that the relationship itself existed. The next time, well, I don't know. She needs it for content. I keep trying to make this a rational situation, like give her some advice on this, because she do listen and she do watch over here, but she don't listen. She really should be doing these relationships completely in private, like she does her scamming. You do that in private. You don't share the details of that. When you got all these overdue taxes and stuff, you had that stuff. Keep this on the low until maybe y'all get to a real relationship, and that's not 2 or 3 months in. It's not. Wait until they're fully established. The problem is it's gonna break up anyway, but that part. Dude spoke about that man's mom. Whoa, did he? I missed that messenger. See, y'all, I told y'all I don't be keeping up with all this. But I respect him so much. Ain't nobody could do it better. But y'all know his mama, she a little slow. Like, what? What are you saying about the mama, though? Are you still here, messenger? Can you tell me? I'm paying attention to the chat. I hope you still... Oh, wait, do y'all... messenger, I think you're still in the chat because you made a comment not too long ago. What he say about the mama? Because I don't know. That's crazy. Keep the man's name out your mouth. And then he did say, because somebody this was long, of course, that his comment. Oh, I think I got it in clips, so I think I got a couple other pieces. But he did also say, Crooks, that somebody asked, well, has he taken it? What did he say? How are y'all now? Will you talk to him again? Blah, blah, blah. And he says, well, when I talk to him, I don't think we might ever talk again because he just told me, be blessed. Be blessed. Also, I saw somebody comment as I was just clicking on the comments. How do we know that Crooks didn't get dumped? Because again, y'all got to keep in mind, Crooks has told us that she creates the narrative. Messenger, I see you keep typing and it's saying retracted message, but I'm not doing it. Is somebody doing that, or are you deleting your own messages? Because you just typed twice and both say retracted, message retracted. Yeah, so it's just too much. Okay, let's see where we're at. Okay, we read that. I was thinking we know which position Crooks play. Yeah, that's clear. We know that Crooks is a power bottom. And again, it's not me bottom shaming Crooks has made it clear. Oh, Messenger says, hold on, I don't want to lose where I'm at, but I want to get down to that message and then go back up. That Gamer Boy's mom is ill. Why are you sharing that? Not you, but why is Crooks sharing that on his public platform about a guy he was dating, not even dating anymore, mom's health situation? What does that have to do with anything? It's no need to even mention that. Nobody needs to know that. And you got tens of thousands of people, not millions. We know those are fake bots and stuff. Still blinded when I think of that picture. Oh, the tooted up, but y'all want me to show it? Hold on. I'm gonna see. Hold on. It's 2026. We gotta have some shenanigans. Poll question on closing out. Did you see Darius Crooks' YouTube video about the breakup with Jerome? 35% of you saw it, 65% of you did not see it. I mean, at some point I'm gonna do a whole retrospective. I think in 2026, one thing, and I was telling Patreon, our executive VP on Patreon this earlier this week, I think, I was telling them that I have decided that I'm going to need some help in 2026 to like be able to get the content out the way I need to get it out, because my day job is very demanding and I don't have the bandwidth to switch gears from directing that situation to then all the little pieces I have to do to pull a show together. But I can get on camera. I just need help pulling the content together. And I can manage somebody to do it, but I need a production assistant. So, yes. So 2026, I'm working on that, trying to figure some stuff out, but I'm going to bring somebody on. I see, I forgot who commented was. Wanna see the bread basket pick. I think I got it handy. I think I may or may not, to be honest. Saint Center just said no, Vale, don't. It depends on the vote. If it's a majority want to see it, we'll show it. I don't care. I haven't seen it, but I've thrown up enough watching it and looking at it. Okay, happy new year to everybody. We 33 minutes into the new year. Woo, 2025 flew by. I feel so behind in so many ways. What am I looking at? It'd be this bread basket picture. Oh, 74% so far. I want to see it. Darius looks like Al Roker in that first pic with apologies to Roker, right? You said they just can't take turns. Marianne, now you've been around long enough to know that Crooks can't take nobody's turn in pitching. Not at all. What is the posting of partners but hiding their faces? So annoying thing. The K King guys doing the same thing. Thank you for reminding. You know what? We're gonna do this right now too. Or I'm gonna start it. Okay, I got 6 start comments. It's gonna be too many comments for me to get through everything, but I think I'm done. I'm pretty much done. Again, this show wasn't structured. There's other things to talk about, but yeah, it ain't a structured show. I just wanted to hang out with y'all a little while, and then we're gonna hop on Patreon. We're going over to Patreon after this for a little while, so we can have our executive VPO family time. And is that it? Yep. Maybe I should put the shorter one. That's too much going on. Saying too much. But anyway, you can join patreon.com/IamValeB. That's where we're heading over next, where we have a lot of unfiltered fun, shenanigan conversation. It's a vibe over there. I love it. Love it. And I see them almost every single day, literally. I know over here, y'all be like, he be gone for months. They don't go more than a day or two without seeing or hearing from me, if that. Okay, so what was I doing? We got Jeremy. I'm gonna do that next. But first, let me see if I can find Crooks picture. Let's see. Let's see. We have, go to this file here. We have a ton. of, I'm gonna have to title it that way I can search it real quick because I know it ain't titled. Oh, it is right here. Actually, it's not. No, I'm gonna show you this. I should just show y'all this whole thing. I could just screen share. Let me see if I screen share. I could just screen share. Be easier. Forget it. I'm doing this now. No, screen share would be easy because it's not gonna cover my face. Hold on. But I gotta make sure I take care of these windows first. I don't want to lose this. Give me a second. We regrouping a little bit. Let me just pull it. No, that ain't gonna work. I gotta do it this way. No, but I'm gonna pull this over here. Hold on, let me fix this. Take everything else over here. There we go. And we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. And then now I can screen share this. Y'all can see part of my catalog. Y'all gonna scare the crooks for 2026 if you see this catalog I got going on. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. We're gonna do a screen share. Oh, gotta move this so I can do it. Here we go. Screen share. Window. This window. Share. There we go. Gotta get rid of this though. Come on down. All right, there we go. Let me move this for a second. Comments. There's a lot going on. Okay. Y'all wanted to see the bread basket. I actually, because there's one where there's like something covering a peach or emoji or something. But here's the unfiltered one. I can't show that long. We're on YouTube. But there it is. Where is the one that's got the emoji on it? But also here is the, because some people be thinking I just be making up stuff. I don't know why. The dating app one. Where did I just see this? So you can see that in fact Darius Crooks is has admitted to and is more than happy to accept his title as a power bottom. Here we go. It's more than this one though. So this was what is it, Jacked, I think? I forgot. This was when he was in Atlanta. He was 33 rather. More bottom than top. Sometimes people do this in the dating profile so they don't seem too femme. But more bottom than top. He claims to be masculine. Do y'all think Crooks is masculine? Put a 1 in the chat if you think he's masculine. Put a 2 if absolutely not. Says more into dates than hooking up. This is back in the day, again, 33. Now, again, this was only a few years after I knew him. He was being a little more of a church sissy still back then. So he didn't do drugs or, he only drank occasionally when I knew him. He didn't do drugs at all. He's always a little bit of a holdup. But anyway, if your stroke game is on point, we getting married. See, only a bottom would talk like that because a top or a pitcher would be the person doing the stroking, right? Right? Some of y'all don't pay no attention to the context clues. I think I like that better, yeah. What else he say here? Your mother will love me. He's 200 plus, back down. It's 200 plus pounds. Well, he still is. Step to the front of the line. Anyway, so that's one of them. There was another one though. This is not quite, I had to create a new system. It's a whole thing with the old system I had. So this one is not as organized, but the purpose was for me to still have all this stuff and keep it and be able to show y'all and create stuff when I need to. Yeah, I don't think, wait, it might be here. Hold on, I'm gonna come off screen just because y'all can't see my whole catalog. Is that it? Yep. Do this. Let's see, because I may have a whole separate file that might have everything I'm looking for. La, 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 la. Is this it? Y'all remember this story? Just drama. This is what, now I say every year to myself, and I've told our Patreon executive VPO as well. Again, you can join the Patreon at patreon.com/IamVelB, because I tell them all the behind the scenes stuff, all of it. Every year, I really be wanting to do like a year in like a retrospective of what has occurred. And this was, what year was this? Oh, I had to look at this. Had to be 2023. Remember when this went viral, when Darius Crooks claimed that he was dating the guy, he was hooking up with a guy, and then allegedly the guy had a girlfriend, and he later found out that the guy had a girlfriend, and he tried to blast them online. Is that part? Yeah, here we go. So he posted this. Shorty took the key to my, well, no, I'm sorry. This was the guy's post on his personal page, the guy that allegedly Crooks was hooking up with. So the guy says, Shorty took the key to my heart, 100. He was on a vacation. Crooks posted this publicly and said, y'all be careful. It's wild out there. I was casually scrolling, and the guy that was riding me the other week is now on vacation. That was a lie for clicks and views. We know who does the riding. But that's the type of toxicity that causes, oh, here's the one I was looking for. The breadbasket one with the emoji over it. But this is the type of toxic, and tons more, toxic behavior that causes people to expose Crooks. Oh, that was the other guy he had that date with. I never shared that story. Yeah, I got old exes and posts. He got them every time he's had an ex. You got who's that? That's Michael. So when he was dating this guy, he would be posting him. He also he was in some article with the guy as well, like them talking about their relationship. This is Crooks. When he goes to out of the country to Mexico, I heard in Vegas as well, he pays for sex. And so this was the guy here that he was paying. Let me see if that picture's here. That picture should be here too. He posted a picture. It ain't on here. He posted a picture of him laying in bed with just the guy's head, and saying he was had hooked up with the pool boy. But it was actually hired, somebody he hired. Then you have, here's Jerome, the infamous Jerome and Crooks. That was his most recent relationship. And they would swear to D-Hags. Y'all so fine. Y'all so fine together. I'm like, what are they looking at? What do y'all see that I don't see? This was Crooks dating, looks like an underage boy. somebody was questioning that. This was back in, and oh, the picture I was just talking about with him with the hired person, similar to this. It was kind of like this kind of picture. So, she's been doing this a long time. This picture is probably from 2013-ish, somewhere up in there. But yeah, there's it's other stuff, but I don't have it curated, so I don't want to be doing too much, because then I could be like, oh, I ain't want them to see that. They can't see. I'm supposed to cover that person's face up. But yeah, that was just 2 folders of my, I don't know how many folders are here of Darius Crooks files and stuff that ain't organized. They ain't even over here yet. Okay, so let's do the lastly, because I said I was gonna only be here an hour. We're hour 34 minutes. Savvy says, right, Veil, like Cardi said, he is the drama. Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I want to curate this content and put it, and that's why I do have all these files and all of that, so that I am able to one day really put it together succinctly, so that people can really understand, because people don't get it. It's too much going on, and I get it. It would be a lot for me, even just to cover it. So people don't quite understand, like, why y'all talking about why this, why that. if the story can be told in a timeline, people would get it more. A concise timeline. Oh, Jeremy. Last thing. Jeremy, do I have it handy? It'd be nice to show that part. Jeremy did a post. I thought I was about to do a video on that. I thought I started pulling that, but I'm not sure. Oh, I have it here. I just called him Jerome by mistake. Oh, no, that says Jeremy. That says Jeremy. Here we go. Perfect. Look at this. I'm going to pull it in the stream. Because, I mean, again, Jeremy ain't never did nothing to me, so I'm just covering it because it is somewhat viral information. I don't really care a lot, but people do. And I'm here for the peoples. So, Jeremy, for those of you who don't know, quick overview, Jeremy was a part of the, what was it called? Three Kings tour, aka Two Kings and a Queen. Well, really, two queens and a king. Really, Three Queens tour. Like we get to really digging. I thought I might had a. Yep, I didn't. I thought I might have had a thumbnail in there. I mean, a picture. Hold on. See, this kind of stuff I do before the show. Let me just type it in here. Three Kings. This I know I have a folder for. Oh, this is a good picture to show. Da-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-da-ba. Show this one too. Yep. Okay, that's good enough. All right, let's pull these in. Drag that folder down there. How you move? Okay, and then pull this from here. Where's that? There we go. Perfect. They all align too. Okay. Click that, and then we'll drag them in. All right. So Jeremy was a part of the Three Kings venture with Darius Crooks, Corey Brim, and and Jeremy the Cake King. This was one of their promos. They did this to be sassy at the time when they were trying to act like the people who were talking about the situation were the drama, when the people who were covering it were just pointing out what we knew was going to happen. And I laid it out. I'm going to take my credit because I already knew. I literally predicted and said what would happen all the way through, and it literally played out in real time. And at that time I was, full-time content creator, so we was every night covering it, and I'm showing y'all, look at that. Anyway, this was one of their promotions where they were faking like they were fighting each other, and it's supposed to be Corey Brim, who has his hands around the neck of Jeremy, like they don't get along and they fighting behind the scenes. And Crooks is like, oh my God, no. Like, I love y'all. I want peace. Even though she the one that be stirring the pot. We saw that in that live we did. If y'all didn't follow this story, this one in real time, we followed their videos on it, a live stream. We did a watch party with them falling apart with their Q&A, all of it. That's when it really, the writing was on the wall there for sure. But anyway, so that is Jeremy, and that is how Jeremy got introduced to the followers or people who cover Darius Crooks. Then they fell apart. The whole Three Kings tour ended. First, Jeremy got out of it because it was so much drama. He said it was like toxic and heavy. Part of Darius Crooks' followers were part of the problem because they were hating on Jeremy because Crooks was blaming Jeremy for every issue of his poor planning. Jeremy was complaining and having mental health situations, or I think he was also at the time saying his husband at the time was having mental health issues around, and he was like, I'm not going to sacrifice my man for this and da 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 da. So Jeremy, he got out, but then he got back in, but then he got back out. And Crooks been dragging him ever since. So that's Jeremy, in short. So Jeremy, unfortunately, got a divorce from, now Crooks, after they got out of the Three Kings fiasco, Crooks started dragging both Jeremy and the husband, calling them twinks and talking about how they dress and they wear purses and they clothes too tight and da 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 da. Fast forward, what was it, earlier this year or last year, y'all? It was earlier? Let me know, because some of y'all follow Jeremy closely. Was it earlier this year that Jeremy got a divorce from his husband? Was that earlier this year? Correct me if I'm wrong. Again, I don't follow that closely, but I think it was earlier this year. But since then, Jeremy has started dating again. Jeremy posted, a lot like Crooks, no more than 3 months ago. I know for sure, right? Who just said that? Hold on, my chat too far down. It's covered by my cord. Hold on, let me move it up. Tarnisha K, I think is what that's saying. Says yes. Thank you for that. Jeremy and his husband got divorced earlier this year. Oh, I'm sorry. Earlier last year, which was only a day ago, hours ago, 53 minutes ago here. But in 2025, they got divorced. Early 2025, they got a divorce. Since then, Jeremy has been dating, and less than 2 months ago, y'all, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it definitely been more, definitely no more than 3 months ago, but I feel like it's 2, if that. Jeremy announced that he had met a lady, and that he and the lady had met. Did he say they met on Tinder, y'all? Help me with this story, because again, I'm just talking off the cuff, so I don't have my notes and I didn't research to refresh my mind. So I think he said they met on a dating app. They just decided, let's just hang out. Let's just see. I want to try a man. You want to try a woman again. And I think Jeremy, thank you again, Tarnisha. Tarnisha says, yes, it was on Tinder. See, my man, guys, I remember. He says that they basically decided they wanted to just romp around with each other to be on the wild side. She's lesbian. He is a homosexual. And so he says they did it. And I do recall, I don't think I'm making this up, that Jeremy, I think, has been with women in the past. Like, this wasn't like he wasn't a virgin when it comes to women. And so they romp around. They both enjoy it. And they decide to make that a regular thing and also see, could there be more here? No, this is not conventional. I'm a woman, you're a man. That's not conventional. For the homosexuals. That's what I'm saying. And so they started doing stuff and dating. And so I wish I had the first post, but again, just talking off the cuff. The first post he puts out is when he announces her existence. No, and it was a video, and I played it over here too. It was a video and a post, and he announces it, and he's all giddy in the cat. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I met her, and this girl, and she, because he got his veneer, so I got to do that. And she nice, and I don't know. I just was like, let's do something. She said, let's do something. We did it. And She ain't lesbian. Y'all, I don't even know. she ain't here right now. She traveling, and she only been gone 25 minutes already. So he doing all that, hamming it up for the camera. I'm like, shit, what? He is doing too much. What is this? And he's like, I'm just talking off the cuff, but I think I'm remembering accurately where he said from the day they, I think, hung out or first had sex at least, she never left. So they was just together every day. And I think he said that was for maybe 2 weeks straight or so, 2 to 3 weeks straight. But I think he said 2 weeks straight, maybe 3. But he said she finally had to like go travel for work or something. So that was the first time she was gone. And they were like, yeah, get over here and tell y'all, man, the girl. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I'm gay. He's doing all that. So, and he was like, how he missing her already? And I'm like, boy, get over it. What are you? Ain't you near 40 or something? But anyway, next thing you know, he's doing the Darius Crooks thing, or Darius Crooks was doing his thing. So they both dating people and doing Jeremy wasn't doing the emojis. Jeremy was doing like her face cut off, and you see half of like just a cheek and a dread, a lock. So he's doing little stuff. I think he did a hand picture too. He and Crook did the hand, like, her hand, his hand, and in Crook's case, well, her hand. And so now it had progressed. So again, help me, because Tanisha, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name right, Tanisha. How long have they been dating total before this engagement announcement? What? So, I got to pull up where I can read it. Oh, here it is. Jeremy did an engagement announcement post, and it got the yes, simply Sean. He proposed to her. And I'm late. This been happened. This is a couple weeks old already. Y'all know it'd be taking me forever to get on here with the commentary. This is a couple weeks old. Oh, okay. He has it in here. Good. Wait, is this the right one? Oh, yeah. Okay. That's because I don't know. You got to watch with Jeremy. He be in these quick relationships too. I'm like, wait, no, is this that relationship or another one? Because in the little time I even have known of his existence since the Three Queens tour, it's like I can't keep up. I'm like, oh yeah, he's the drama too. He is the drama. He is definitely the drama. No hate, just observing. Last I saw, it was 18 weeks. Tanisha says. So let's read this post. So Jeremy T. Jones. Oh, did he get rid of the Cake King? What happened to Cake King? Is with Simply Balloons and Tinder in Mississippi. So he moved back to Mississippi and opened up a bakery, which he had before, and I think he closed and then moved to Florida or something, blah, 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 and he's back. He got a lot going on too. Okay, so 4 months ago, he said, this is his post. 4 months ago, on Saturday, August the 23rd of 2025, we sat down for our very first brunch date at Green Ghost Tacos. This is very reminiscent of a Crooks scenario. This is how Crooks performs. Ooh, give me chills. Ugh. Two people who met on Tinder took a chance and had no idea what God was about to do. What? Do they understand that when we meet people for the first time, there's like biology behind this, where when you're attracted to somebody and you meet them, I'm talking in a dating, in the sense of dating. If you're attracted to somebody and you have stuff in common, you have a good time around them, you are going to feel like they are the ish. It's called infatuation. It's called a representative. The key is to continue the courtship long enough to outlast that high that you're gonna get when you're into somebody, because you're attracted to them and you have a good time around them and whatever other commonalities you have. We all have that feeling. But with that feeling, you don't invest into getting married, engaged, and JCPenney Christmas holiday pictures. That is not what you do. You enjoy the time and continue to vet the situation. You acting like this unique. Went on a date, had an amazing time, and now God did it? Girl, what? Don't put God in this mess. Anyway, since that day, I've watched you blossom into the most beautiful woman inside and out. You have watched her blossom as if she's a child in a matter of a couple months. Loving you has been easy, intentional, peaceful, and healing in ways I've never imagined possible. Here's the drama. We both came from different pasts, different stories, different chapters, but we chose each other. And in just 4 months, you've shown me a love that feels safe, grounded, and real. Today, I choose you out loud. I'd move mountains for you until I'm over you in a minute to reality kick in. And I can't wait to build a life with you of the unknown, because I don't even know you well enough yet to know what that's even going to look like. I'm projecting. I have no facts to go off of because I don't know you well enough yet. She's answered my prayer. And today, I asked her to be my wife. Got the coordination and balloons and decor and the cake. So he made, excuse me, he made a whole little thing. Hold on, y'all. Put a whole little engagement thing, got coordinators and stuff, planners, event planners. I be questioning I don't know, some of y'all doing this stuff too, though, but I would just let you know, I learned these sort of lessons in my early 20s. I made a mistake again in my 30s. I knew better. You know, I used to be one of those people that never follow my gut. My gut always warned me. Always. Always. But when I was young, I ain't listened to it. I ain't trust it. You know how many relationships I moved too fast in 4 months? One, I lived with an ex. Didn't want to move in. I was young. I'm 21? 4 months. Felt the pressure to move in. Didn't really want to. Month 7, we was over. Month 7. I learned the lessons at 20. Jeremy is how old? He's about 40, ain't he? 40 something? Anyway, so it also went viral. This situation also went viral because of the young lady. Or they, because I don't know. She might have different, they might have other pronouns. You know, people be doing different stuff. She might be gender nonconforming. And based on what I saw, it's very possible. They may not want to be defined as a he or a she. It may be a they. Trying to find the content. Go back to this file where I put it. Somebody. Wait, is it? Oh, I moved over here. Somebody did a video on the fiance. Trying to think of the terms that work without, I don't want to offend nobody. The fiance. Oh, wait, did he say he asked them to be his wife? Because if that's the case, then she does take on, I think he did say that, right? Okay, he did say that. So maybe she does take on the feminine identity roles, depending on the relationship she's in. And I say that based on this. Oh, that ain't the right video. That's the right video. Here we go.
It About the lesbian stud who transitioned to being a man, and now she's back to being a woman who just got engaged to a gay man. This is Raven Thompson, and she's going viral after her fiance announced their engagement. And now everybody's saying, see, this is why nobody takes the LGBT community seriously. It turns out that this beautiful woman used to be a lesbian stud who dated women. And then she transitioned to being a man full time. And then, out of the blue, she was scrolling on Tinder when she met Jeremy T. Jones, an influencer in Mississippi. Jeremy had already been through his own rite of passage, having been married twice to 2 different men. But this time, he says something was different. Jeremy says they began chatting on the app and then spending time together. And then over time, she made the decision to go back to living life as a woman. And he supported her. Just 18 weeks after they started dating, Jeremy proposed to Raven. And she said yes. While everybody's scratching their head trying to figure out how is this going to work out, Jeremy says it's simple. A man and a woman fell in love. But Jeremy also has a word for the haters who's calling him out and saying he's still gay.
I really just can't believe y'all this bad that I got some cat. Damn!
Well, I guess it's time for something new. Jeremy and Raven will soon be something they've never experienced before. Husband and wife. What do you think of this story? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierica with the T. Follow for more.
Thank you, Tierica. I think she said Tierica over there on the TikToks, which I need to get on there, and part of what I need to work on for 2026. Get my TikToks back up and running. But anyway, that's all I have. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Donna Hammond said, wait, rewind to say, I'll play it again because I'm taking it into all kind of stuff. So I'm like, I don't really know what to say. Well, I didn't even know none of that to a couple hours ago when I saw this in our Telegram group, and I was like, what?
Hear about the lesbian stud who transitioned to being a man, and now she's back to being a woman who just got engaged to a gay man. This is Raven Thompson, and she's going viral after her fiance announced their engagement. And now everybody's saying, see, this is why nobody takes the LGBT community seriously. It turns out that this beautiful woman used to be a lesbian stud who dated women. And then she transitioned to being a man full time. And then, out of the blue, she was scrolling on Tinder when she met Jeremy T. Jones, an influencer in Mississippi. Jeremy had already been through his own rite of passage, having been married twice to 2 different men. But this time, he says something was different. Jeremy says they began chatting on the app and then spending time together. And then over time, she made the decision to go back to living life as a woman. And he supported her. Just 18 weeks after they started dating, Jeremy proposed to Raven. And she said yes. While everybody's scratching their head trying to figure out how is this going to work out, Jeremy says it's simple. A man and a woman fell in love. But Jeremy also has a word for the haters who's calling him out and saying he's still gay.
I really just can't believe y'all this bad that I got some cat. Damn!
Well, I guess it's time for something new. Jeremy and Raven will soon be something they've never experienced before. Husband and wife. What do you think of this story? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierica with the T. Follow for more.
Again, thank you to Tierica with a T over there on the TikTok. So I'll dig deeper. Do a timeline. I don't know. Let's see. Jeremy is. I think I'm gonna have to start covering them a little bit because it's a lot there. Who I just started a comment, and we out of here. I gave y'all 2 hours. I told you I said 1 in the beginning, I said, which means 2. I know I've learned myself. Some of y'all already knew too. Thank you to my channel members, Saint Senna and Marianne Coker, who are also Patreon members as well. Again, don't forget, we're heading over to Patreon for a little while to have like a little after show. You can join over there at patreon.com/IamVelB. You can join with a free membership, but if you want to participate in the live streams, daily live streams practically, that's at the $5 tier. And then there are higher tiers for vlogs and all kind of other little stuff. But yeah, $5 and you become a part of the inner circle. It's different. It's way different. Last comment regarding Jeremy until we come back at this again. Lady Brown says he has narcissistic traits too. He acts like he needs validation and something to prove. Adults don't need to put everything on the internet. Just leave that right there. Leave that right there. But with that, to those of you over there, Pacific time, still happy New Year's Eve. Y'all on y'all way. Y'all almost there. But happy New Year to everyone. Thank those of you who have been with me through this journey in 2026. Well, really from the beginning, since 2020. We've come a long way. God is good. And we have so much more coming in 2026. I'm wishing everyone over here, whether you're a part of the fellowship or just a viewer, hate watcher, whatever, wishing all of you many blessings in 2026. Hoping that you acquire everything you want and desire, except for if it's my downfall. I gotta watch that. I forgot who watching over here. But yeah, with that, we're heading over to Patreon. Again, if you want to join, patreon.com/IamValeB. Y'all give me like less than 10 minutes to put the link out, and then we'll be on there a little while. There's a couple things I wanted to share. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, see y'all. We'll be back because I'm gonna do the next show we're gonna have is gonna be the Where Are They Now Sweetie Pie thing, because that's almost done. So I'll maybe do it tomorrow. We'll see. Unless I go into a coma, because it's something about me being my days off. I've been like in a coma. I can barely stop sleeping. So we'll see. But with that, y'all be safe out there. And until next time, make sure to take care and be blessed. Peace.